What's up, guys? Today we are working on my 2005 Acura TSX. Today we're going to be replacing the belt, which I already got off, and the tensioner pulley. The tensioner is rattling, so whenever I have the car on, sometimes it's idling, I can hear like a knack. And then when I turn the AC on, it increases. So, got a new one from Rock Auto. And I got a brand new belt because I know it's good to change your belt depending on when you change it. I haven't changed this belt in some time, so it's good to change the belt when you change the tensioner pulley. So I'm changing at the same time. I got a Continental belt and I think Litton's, Continental belt. Yeah, and a Litton's tensioner pulley. Most of the stuff I buy is from Rock Auto. I know you guys have probably heard of that before. So they sell good parts for a good price and shipping is fast. So start off, you can do usually what most people will do, and I've done this a couple times. It's probably my third time changing this tensioner pulley. So usually you would take off the whole pump, the 210s for the line that goes to the rack. Then this is the return. You can leave this on. You really don't need to take this off, because what I'm just gonna do, before I would take all of this and I'd put it to the side to give me space, but legitimately just remove this line, just 210 millimeters, and then put it to the side right here. You can put a rag over your alternator. Got a rag here, right here. This rag is gonna be, so once I take this off, I just put it on top. So any power steering fluid, I'm gonna get another rag and put it over here. So just in case anything else comes, because if you keep spinning the pulley, obviously power steering fluid is gonna come out. So I'm just gonna place it to the side. And then I'll tell you guys another trick. Usually if I was just replacing the pump, and you don't want to do the whole belt, what I would do, and I would take it to the side like this, and I would zip tie right here to the AC line. That way I don't have to really fully put, the belt, do the whole diagram. All I got to do is really put it right back on the tensioner and everything else, and then boom. So that's a little tip for if you're not replacing the belt, but you need to take it off. But since I'm replacing the whole belt all today, I won't be doing that trick. But yeah, usually I just zip tie right here, and then when I'm done, cut the zip tie, put it back on. It saves you a lot of time. It's way easier. To take off the tensioner pulley, you can get this out the way. It's all 12s. 12. There's a 12 millimeter right here. Then there's one right below. You can use your finger to feel where it is. There's one right here. And then it'll come off. I'll show you guys once I got it off. It's 3 bolts that hold the tensioner, 2 that hold the power steering pump to the tensioner. Top and bottom, you want to use use whatever you want, but I usually use a small little ratchet to get into that little corner. But I'm gonna take it off, and then I'll pick the phone back up afterwards. Okay, so I got it off. Like I said, I put the power steering pump right here to the side. See, all I did was just take off the 210s off the top, place that on top of here with a rag. After a while, it'll stop dripping. It's gonna be 3 bolts. The longest one goes in the middle of the tensioner pulley, and these 2 are the shorter ones. You see this corner, this is the one I was talking about. When the tensioner pulley is on, you got like about this amount of space. So what I do is I always use a small, not with a long 12 millimeter, a small 12 millimeter, which is on this. I'll break it loose with the small ratchet, and then basically I'll go by hand and, slowly take it off. Don't do it while your engine's hot. I did just come from work, so it's like warm. I'm wearing gloves, but obviously recommend do it while it's cold. You gotta get your hands all down there. Ignore my broken rubber piece on my mount. The mount is fine, it's just the rubber, but obviously needs to be changed. In the future, I'm thinking of doing innovative mounts. I need to, because I've replaced all 3 of these like twice, and I don't want to replace them again. Just have to keep doing this. But like I said, I brought a brand new Litton's, and the old one was also a Litton's tensioner pulley. But yeah, so you got the middle bolt right here, which is the longest one. The one in the corner right here, and then the one right here. This one is where the power steering pump, so the power steering pump bolt goes through that one, and basically it mounts onto that. But yeah, it's only the 3. So now I'm gonna put the new one on. While you're here too, I don't know, I did this already, but this is where the VTEC spool valve location is. 210s hold it, and then there's a gasket. You can get it from Honda if you're doing VTEC solenoid gasket, which is back here. Before I would just do that one, then later on I found out this was actually leaking also, so I replaced it both at the same time. The last time I did it, that was the last time I took this tensioner and then pump off. But yeah, if If you're here, you're already doing one job, and you want just to save you some trouble so you don't have to do this twice, and you know it's leaking, 210s. All it is do what I'm explaining. Take 210s, clean the area up, put it on, and boom, you're already done. And I'll save you. I did my valve cover before, and I was wondering why it was still leaking. So it was that dripping down all the way into my oil pan, dirtying up my belt and everything. You don't want that. So if you want, do it while you're there. But now it's really just take the belt fully off if you're doing that. If not, if you're just replacing tensioner, do everything in reverse. This helps. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You know, I'm trying to show you the more effective and quick way. This really is like a 30-minute job. As long as nothing is, and it's easy. Don't go too crazy trying to, you know, take the bolts off and stuff like that. It should be fairly easy. They're all 10s and 12s and stuff. As long as no one messed it up in the future, it should come off nice and easy. Once you break it, take your time, and boom. So just go reverse the process and then throw the belt. The only thing that's gonna take me a little longer is putting the belt on. But like I said, if you're not doing the belt and you do my little trick of zip tying it here, it'll be easy to throw it right back on. But if not, yeah, with the amount of space that they give you right here, I'm gonna have to fiddle around with this to make sure the belt is perfectly on the crank, the compressor, and everything else. But should take me some time, but I'll get it done. All right, and just like that, brand new belt, brand new tensioner. See that nice shiny part right there. I'll make sure to get it, everything. It took me a little while. I ain't gonna lie, it took me a little bit of fighting, like a good 10 minutes maybe. Because it came off, trying to tension it, or I guess pull it, I don't know if that's the proper term or whatever, but trying to pull it so you can get the tensioner slightly that way so you can put the top of the belt onto the power steering pulley. It gets annoying, especially when you just use. Usually sometimes when it get a little too annoying, I won't lie, I usually get somebody to help me while they pull and I put the belt on. But got it on, it's running nicely. I don't hear nowhere in the clack no more, so job finished, job completed as I. It really is just 10s and 12s, 2 10s and 12s. Then the tensioner pulley bolt, which is right there, where my finger is, and 14. But sometimes I have to market products, it can be a 15. But, and then I did the wrench trick, if anybody knows, you know, take 2 wrenches and then put it on the top of the wrench. And it gives you more tension by it. Putting it like that, basically. Not exactly like this, but you get the drift. Putting it on and then using the top of the wrench, and it gives it tension so you can get way more leverage. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more TSX videos, more travel vlogs, more everything. Stay tuned.